Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me on my program. I appreciate you wherever you are connecting from. If you are joining me from any part of the world, I thank you very much for your contributions on this channel. Please kindly subscribe if you have not subscribed, and also click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. In this channel, I bring information to your doorstep. I bring news from all channels, from every angle. Things that have to do about the world, things that have to do about Africa, more especially Nigeria. I bring it to your doorstep. Some information that you ignore, some information that you cannot be able to come across, I look for them, I bring it to your doorstep for you to see. Every video you see on this channel is for educational purpose, to keep you up and get you aware of what is happening in the contraction called Nigeria, more especially. I bring the information to your doorstep. They are not lies. Most of the videos you're going to watch here are videos that are coming from the conventional media, and some of us sometimes are lazy to get into it. Some of us sometimes are too busy to be able to lay our hand on this. That is why I bring the videos to your doorstep. Watch from beginning to the end. Remember, these videos are for educational purposes, so that you can be educated and know what is going on. Let us watch together. At the end, you can go to the comment section and put down your comment. Give your opinion. Say it the way you feel it. Nobody's going to come against you. It's a free world, and this is the social media where people say it and set the record straight exactly the way it is without being controlled. Do that on the comment section. Let us watch the video together as it comes. Thank you.
Where is your principal as we speak? That's number one question.
My principal is abroad holding a meeting. He had to go to London to hold a meeting.
Okay. So
yes.
That's why I wasn't at the peace signing.
No, I didn't invite him.
Wasn't at the peace signing, the peace accord signing.
He had to travel. That's what he has done.
Okay.
Thank you.
Secondly, the APC government in the last 8 years prevailed over one of the highest maternal mortality rates in the world. As we speak today, 1 in 22 women in Nigeria will die at childbirth. 34% of the global rates of women dying at childbirth is in Nigeria. So what differently will be done as regards this if the APC has prevailed over a government with this staggering stats as regards women's health?
Let me speak for Lagos State. I would not speak for the national.
Why?
Because I represent today Lagos State women.
But you just spoke on behalf of your principal.
Yes, for Nigeria. And I will tell you of his antecedents. I will tell you of what he has done, you know, in the past for this state. And that applies. You do not come up without credentials and say you want to rule this nation.
No, I'm asking you about maternal health.
That is where I am going.
Yes.
With maternal health, you will see what the government of Lagos State is doing for the women. And that's why I had to, you know, apart from walking on Monday, you will look at our t-shirts and see what we have. It's a global sign of cancer awareness for the month of October. That was why I had to introduce that, because I know feverishly my first lady, Dr. Claudiana Sanwo-Olu, it's not everybody that goes on here to make noise. We just don't make noise. We work in Lagos State. I don't, for instance, maybe this is my second time of being here in Arise, and when I have to come, I come reasonably. I come because I have issues to discuss. In Lagos State, look across, hospitals being built. What I have requested for, they are already preparing for me. And that is going into the APC secretariat, where we can have the women tested. You know, we can screen them. A lot of them, they see this as stigma. Having cancer having cancer on their chest, they see it and they don't want to come out for care, for help. I have requested that they should come out, because what I'm looking at is beyond what even the government of Lagos State is doing. We are moving across and, you know, in touch with the Doctors Without Borders. You know, I am telling you, there are things that they are doing. A lot of women will come to me. We refer them to our hospitals and they take care of them without collecting a kobo from them. This is Lagos. With maternal health, what I am also telling you about, let me go to that. Maternal health that we are seeing in Lagos State is real care. I have seen so many people, they don't have money to take care. They want to give back. They call us As politicians, even though I don't have anything to give as a politician, do you understand? We don't deal with money in the party. Is the executive side, they have all the money and they're spending it. All you need to do is to look at how people were taken care of during COVID, and you are now talking about maternal. Why would they not take care of our women? They are there. You understand what I am saying? Let me tell you what I want to say. Before even APC came in at the national level, if you have to take me back to that one, we know what they did. Because then I was in the National Assembly. I think we have moved beyond where we were. There's no government people don't complain about across the world. But please, let us do this constructively.
The stats here, but if in case you missed it, says 1 in every 22 women die in Nigeria. We have one of the worst maternal health rates in the world.
You know, there are some statistics that are not adding up. I look at reality. Hang on a minute.
You can say the World Health Organization statistics is not adding up because the World Health Organization, I'm sure we all know the World Health Organization said this. And it said the life risk of dying during pregnancy or childbirth or after an abortion is 1 in 22 in Nigeria, compared to the average of 1 in 4,900 in the world. They are saying 34% of global maternal deaths happen in Nigeria. And this APC government has been here for 8 years. What has been done about it?
I want to say that beyond 8 years, what was done, I think they are doing better than any government that has come to power in this country.
I mean, let's go back to the issues. I was happy when you talked about cancer because, especially with women, it's affecting them a lot. You said you've worked on many cancer centers. How many world-class cancer treatment centers have you been able to get and build with all this work you have done? That's one. When it comes to women, we talk about our children. Under the APC government, out-of-school children was about 13 million before. Now, the figures are over 20 million out-of-school children. Let's talk about these numbers. These two questions.
You said something just now about our children being educated. And what we see is so alarming that the ASU is being political as at now, and I don't like it as a person, because children's education means a lot to some mothers. They are being political. What I see around me in Lagos State is that lecturers are at work. Go to our tertiary institutions. That is what we are going to take to the federal level. All our lecturers are at work. None is on strike. How can you be on strike for so many years and these children, look at what they are turning into? They do. Some of them are in Dubai disgracing Nigeria. They are in the US disgracing Nigeria because some people have decided not to do their work. They are being political. That is what is going on.
I talked about out-of-school children, which are about 2 million in Lagos too.
Of course, Lagos is part of Nigeria. Yeah. That is what Asorock is going to change. Wait and see. In Lagos State, you see a lot of children. People are bringing their children from across the country. They dump them in Lagos on our necks. Whether you are from the north, from the south, from the east, these are income that is nursing everybody.
Okay, madam. Let's talk about politics.
Ask about cancer centers you've built. How many cancer centers, world-class cancer treatment centers you've built?
My governor.
Meaning that both the baboon and the dog will be soaked in blood. And indeed, because of that statement, after the 2011 election, there was violence across this country in the northern part of Nigeria. Many Nigerians lost their lives as a result of that provocative statement from Muhammadu Buhari.
Let's have conversation on that basis.
All right,
if you don't mention my president's name, I will not mention your previous one. But if you do,
so when you point one finger to somebody, know that 4 are pointing at you.
If you forget your past, you won't know where you are going. And it's important to make the point that your party started the whole issue of police playing a role that they shouldn't even need to play.
We are here to discuss Nigeria and not to apportion blame. We are here to talk about how to better our electoral system and not to apportion blame. But if you come with that scorecard, we are veterans in that class.
You started it. You throw the first stone, I throw two. And if I had to, I would throw more. Because you are taking of Buhari in 2011, he was the president.
Adas Oshomole, a former governor of Edo State, has disclosed that the national electoral system has improved and that is no more a do-or-die situation. Oshomole made this remark during the Citizen Election Dialogue hosted by the United Nations Development Programme UNDP, Yaga Africa, a channel television on Tuesday. The former governor was addressing Senator Dino Melaye's statement that the President Muhammadu Buhari nominated APC members to serve as a resident electoral commissioner. However, Oshomole noted that, unlike in the past, the president is dedicated to a fair electoral process and has often reaffirmed he is committed to doing so. In his words, he said, "I don't want to sit down here and defend who is sympathetic to who, but the Senate should do their job. And I'm happy that it has both APC and PDP members who are active, vibrant, and knowledgeable. They know who is who, and it is their business to scrutinize those who they have been nominated." He further congratulated President Muhammadu Buhari for being able to tell the world that this election is not do or die for him or for his party. "I'm proud of that." While supporting his claim, Oshomole noted that even the president's harshest detractors concurred that Buhari has never used the military to gain political advantage. "I think even the worst critics of President Muhammadu Buhari will admit that he has not tried to misuse the armed forces or the police in order to have an electoral advantage for people running an election on his platform or even his own election," he added. Details in the video.
Well, thank you very much. First, I'm not in a position to clear anything because the All Progressive Congress, to the best of my knowledge, has not nominated anyone. It is not the business of the party to nominate. And I also believe the law is clear that a member of a political party cannot be nominated. But when I came in, I heard one of the first two speakers. They alluded to the fact that our president, President Muhammadu Buhari, told the world, the United Nations, consciously, that one of the legacies he would like to leave behind is free, fair election, devoid of violence and manipulation. I think we should acknowledge him. We may take that as a given, but I want to remind, particularly those from PDP here, that the first PDP president, when he was leaving power, is on record, even in a channel television, when he said to Nigerians, the 2007 election is a do or die for PDP. And I remember then, as president of NLC, I engaged him that Nigerians will not die because the election is coming. But we have made progress. He was succeeded happily by President Jonathan, who said his own election is not worth the blood of any Nigerian. That was a remarkable improvement from Obasanjo's legacy. And President Buhari has the next president, Yaradua, which was elected after the do-or-die proclamation by President Obasanjo, because people must know when they speak that it will be recorded for them. He said the election that produced him was not fair. It could have been better. He reluctantly accepts because he doesn't want confusion, but he commits himself to reforming the electoral process. Unfortunately, you all know he died before that agenda was concluded. I think that even the worst critic of President Buhari will admit that Buhari has not tried to misuse the armed forces or the police in order to have electoral advantage for people running election on his platform or even his own election. At every stage, he had insisted that he wants to leave behind a legacy.
That if what you did yesterday is looking big to you today, that means you're not doing enough. So for me, it's all about what effort. The only way I'll be crushed is when I know that there was something I was supposed to do that I didn't do. and I didn't put in my 100%, then I will know that I failed. But the moment I do all the things that I'm supposed to do, put in my 100%, the result, I'm not focusing on the result right now. What I'm focusing on is the effort, and I call on every Nigerian out there to just focus on the effort every day. Stand up and say, what are the things that you can do them more, and wake up and say you've not done enough, and you keep going. So for me, at the end of the day, that's it. And so what is it that I'm doing? What is it that I can do? What is it that it's in my control? That is more important than what the result is. That's how I've lived my life, even in my own personal life. Because even when I get to something where a lot of people are crushed by the results, I always look at it, and maybe now it sounds a bit arrogant. If I don't get it, I always say that, well, it wasn't good enough for me, that's why I didn't get it. That's in my own personal life, and I move on to the next thing. So I'm not beaten down because I didn't achieve certain things, because the only thing I focus on, like I said, is that effort. That's the one we have control over. What happens on the 26th of February 2023? That's not in our control. But from now till 25th of February 2023, what happens? It's in our control, and we can put in that effort to ensure that we get the desired result that we.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have been educated with this video. I hope you have learned something from the video you just watched. Please go to the comment section and put down your comments. Whatever you think about the video you have watched, or anything you have learned that you wanted to share together, go to the comment section and keep yourself busy. It's a free place where people share their opinion. And please, if you have not subscribed to this channel, kindly subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time a video comes out. And also, share the video to your family and friends. Share it to all platforms so that people can get aware of what is happening in the world, mainly in the contraption called Nigeria. We have to keep people on their toe, keep people informed on what is going on. That is exactly what we are doing. Every video you are watching in this channel is for the purpose of education and nothing more. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, bye-bye. See you again.